Welcome to my twin flame journey. I am SHIJÉ. Sorry, I was eating a little piece of fruit. This is going to be the daily drama for Tuesday. Is it the 10th? I think it's the 10th. Time just flies, people. It's just, you know what day it is from one day to the next. Again, I did the little modified version just to kind of change things up. Here we have the overall theme of what's going on. What the masculine is thinking and feeling, what he should be thinking and feeling. Same questions for the feminine. What the masculine would like to see happen. The universe's advice for him. Same for the feminine. What the heck is going on outside? Then we have advice for the union down below. And I also have my little cards that I wrote out. Certain things that I wanted, that I thought were good info for the particular cards that I wanted to share with you. Now let us begin with the overall theme. We have, can you hear that? It's like some screeching wheels or something outside. We have the King of Pentacles, the Empress, the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Strength card, the Sun. This is my favorite card. This one and the Six of Cups. I mean, I have a few favorites in here, but the Sun is, you could just feel, it's just joy. That's what that card symbolizes. Joy. And we have the Queen of Swords. This is me. This is what I've become. No, that's what most of us have become, I think. So what we have here is either this is the universe's, like, I'm not sure if the way I posed it was, or what's the overall theme. I don't know if they're telling me what the overall theme is, or this is like their recommendation of what to do, since this is kind of like the universe section here, advice. Or again, if it's they're telling what's kind of transpiring now. Either way, if it's not transpiring, transpire it. That's how I look at it. Like if that's what they're telling to happen, then that should be happen. Or if they're foreseeing this is what should happen, you know. King of Pentacles is all about, you know, stability, somebody who's, you know, business oriented, who is dependable, you know, financial abundance, financial wealth, ultimate fulfillment, high ambition, stability, trustworthiness, someone who's in control of themselves. It's also about being committed, a very committed and devoted partner. It's taking a well thought out approach, methodical approach to figure out how to make something happen. And then you have the Empress. And she's all about the feminine power, fertility, abundance, warmth, compassion, new beginnings, seeds being planted to manifest into something wonderful. Abundance again. I don't know if I said that. And then you have Ten of Pentacles, which is also abundance, financial stability, family life, happiness, contentment, achievement. And then Seven of Cups, we got choices. Some good, some bad. You know, being in illusions, being in our thoughts too much, needing to implement action more than daydreaming, wishing, making a choice. What's the better choice? King of Pentacles is also about long-term stability. And then you have the Strength here. Strength is also the soulmate card. You have the infinity symbol above her head. You know, it's about having inner strength. It also symbolizes compassion, courage, taming the beast, you know, taming one's, doing the shadow work and taming some things that need to be tamed, overcoming some wounds, some fears, you know, being able to persevere. And then you have the Sun, which again is like the ultimate. It's the best card you can get. Little kid over here is naked and he's got nothing to hide. It's a return to innocence. It's taking action. It's having abundance, fulfillment, joy, happiness, success, wishes, dreams, hopes. It's like everything. And then you have the Queen of Swords, which is about truth, clarity, decisions, straightforwardness, no BS. Like, she's a person who's been hurt in love. So she wants to offer her hand, but she's also got a sword there ready to, you know, cut you to the quick if you come to her with any BS. You know, and this seems to be a theme of either the masculine is thinking long term, wanting to build something stable, want to be committed, to embark on something new here with the Empress, to have abundance, family life, success, like with the feminine, making a choice, having the strength and courage to proceed and go after all he's wishing and hoping for, that he thinks that he can have, that he knows he can have with the feminine, the Sun. But he knows he also has to be met with somebody who's, you know, been wounded, been hurt, that he can't come to with any BS, or he's having to deliver some truths, or be, you know, standing in one's integrity too. So let me see here if there's anything that I missed as far as, oh, discipline, having discipline. Knowing what you want, making the plan, taking the action, going for it. She also symbolizes grace, which that card came out a lot. To have grace and compassion with ourselves and with each other. Oh yes, and she has her crown. It says she has a mystical realm connection with the angels and the fairies, which I thought was pretty neat. Again, it's feminine power, nurturing, sensuality, new ideas, projects, a new way of being, growth and development, nurture, care, and support. Universal energy about to intervene in your life. You know, major life changes. You have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas in 7 here as far as the overall theme. So that is something of significance. It's a glimpse of a miracle, good fortune, blessings, worthy of receiving. It was then 10 of Pentacles. I already went over that. Now again, long term. Like there's thoughts about long term, making choices. love this saying here, the dawn that follows the darkest night. That's what the sun is. I think that that's so lovely. So I love this card. You know, I'm an intuitive, I'm an empath, so I feel the energy off of things probably that maybe some people don't. And always this card draws to me such joy. And that's what we all strive for, right? All of the innocence and purity of childhood. The purity of spirit is the horse. Perfect control of conscious and subconscious, action and vibration. Life. Fruitfulness of the spirit. It's like really, it embodies like everything. And I love this, the purity of childhood, because, you know, with all these children cards and all this stuff coming out and people needing to heal wounds, and that Page of Cups that came out the other day, it's like, again, when you come together this time around, it is with like a childlike innocence in a way, because you're entering into new territory. You're approaching this in a different way. You're approaching relationships in a different way because of the lessons that were learned and the growth that's been had. And that whole getting to know each other again, it's kind of like starting over. With that, we'll say childlike innocence, but in a way, yeah, because you've operated your whole life based on, in your relationships, based on what love looked like to you as a child. So now that you're on the road to healing wounds that you didn't realize you had that were playing a negative effect in your relationships, it is a return to childhood almost, like you're learning to love all over again from a healthy perspective. And that's a wonderful thing. And the Queen of Swords, again, she could be jaded, you know, because she's been hurt. She's not easily fooled. And it shows strength too, from emerging through growth and hardships, having clarity of mind, thinks a little bit more with the head and not with the heart, you know, looks at things from an intellectual point of view, not emotional, unbiased judgments, fact and logic, tell it like it is, upfront and honest and blunt. The ability to judge and discern impartially, without influence of emotion or sentimentality. Wants to know the hows and the whats to make sense of it all. Connects through an intellectual understanding and not an emotional one, to arrive at appropriate solutions. So this is either the two of you needing to embody that, or again, this could be the masculine going through this process, feeling like he's going to be met with someone who's a little bit, might be a little jaded, might be, you know, she's definitely not coming from too much of an emotional place. At least we shouldn't be. Again, we got to kind of approach this not so much in the woo-woo, because that gets us in the boo-boos, right, people? But I wanted to share those little extra things with you as far as the theme. But even just seeing the sun here, and again, 3 major arcanas, it's showing that it's a big deal if this comes together. It's showing great inner strength, and it promises of, you know, abundance and prosperity and happiness and joy. So let us see, with the masculine is thinking and feeling, we have solitude, friend, fair gray-haired woman. Again, that's somebody from the past, or somebody who is mature, 40s, 50s, or someone just who has matured. through this process. And you have heartbreak, wealth, storm. So he's doing some reflecting on how to approach this situation with the feminine in regards to, you know, the heartbreak. He wants to weather the storm. He wants to have everything work out. Let's see, solitude. Yeah, La Vecchia Signora, which is like the fair gray-haired woman. This is someone from the past or someone who's mature. That's on solitude, so he's thinking about the feminine. Solitude. La lettera, this is the love letter. So he's reflecting on what he wants to say about how he feels about the feminine. Friend. Obviously revealing some secrets. Friend. La donna di servizio. This is like the servant, the helper. Someone who was a help, who was always there for you. Il deliriante, foolish choices. So this is on friend. So obviously, you know, the divine feminine was not only, you know, the love, the lover, but also the best friend. Someone who he once could depend on and count on, and he's realizing that he's lost that and he's screwed up and he's made foolish choices, and he's reflecting on all of that, and he's wanting to express that in his letter. Fair gray-haired woman. Fair gray-haired woman, you got il nemico, which is, you know, somebody who's like your nemesis or who's working against you, not for your best interest, but more for their own. Someone who could be narcissistic, you know, sneaking around, lying, deceiving. And then you have La Superbia, which is arrogance and ego. So again, somebody operating from that kind of behavior. And then you have l'amante, it's the male lover. Someone wanting to express their love. This was on the fair gray-haired woman. So this is, you know, in his arrogance and ego and his lies and deception, you know, he's reflecting on all of that and how he's lost the feminine and how he wants to express his love, or how he should have expressed his love to her. You know, almost like having taken someone for granted when they had them. So he's thinking about all of that. Heartbreak. Heartbreak, he had constellante sorpresa, which is an unexpected surprise, or things not really working out like you want, like the consolation prize, not really getting what you want, or things not working out the way you wanted. Yeah, that's heartbreak. So it's regrets, And la regresa, this is, you know, wanting things to change or to transform. Wanting things to be kind of light again. Vivido, because there's regrets. This is the widower. Someone who's regretful of the past. So the masculine is still all in his woes and his regrets. Wishing things worked out differently. Wishing he'd expressed his love. Wishing he didn't act in a way that was, you know, not nice. Taking people for granted. Making foolish choices. Well. And you got wealth, you got Prigioni. So again, maybe he's trapped, feeling trapped because he doesn't have any money to do what he wants to do. And on the singles one or the separation one, it looks like he's feeling alienated by friends. Maybe he's trying to ask for help, but he's not like finding it. So he's feeling frustrated and wishing that maybe he never left. And then he wouldn't be in this situation. You know, he was on his woes too in the other, you know, feeling again mental trapped. Emotional trapped, wanting, you know, or he's just trapped in his thoughts, prohibiting himself from having all he wants because he's all in the woes or fearful of rejection because it's been so long. It's all possibilities, people. And now he's having money issues because that finances and career and all that stuff's been popping out. Codependency. And consolación. It's like living in illusions. It's almost like the Seven of Cups. Waiting around too long. Maybe he waited around too long doing nothing and he's got no money now to do what he wants to do and he's feeling trapped and wishing he didn't sit around doing nothing. So living in illusions. Storm. Oof. Storm, you got La Nemica, which is the female of the Nemico. So an adversary, someone you're at odds with. Wanting to weather the storm and changing this. Maybe feeling this is what you're going to be met with. You know, this Queen of Swords here, it's kind of the same idea. Facing the fear of taking off the mask and revealing thyself, admitting thy faults, asking for forgiveness, ripping off the band-aid, making the moves. Like the fear is keeping you stuck. The fearing of losing people's love and, you know, like all the other cards were saying too, fearing what people will think about you if you speak truths or if you suddenly want to get out of relationships maybe that you haven't even been in that long. Like having to face the music. It's like whatever it is, it's keeping you stuck and keeping you unhappy. Instead of just taking that leap, having the strength, and see what lies ahead. Don't let fear will, like I said, we are our own worst enemies. We will keep ourselves stuck until the end of time. Because the ego loves that stinking thinking. You got Domestico on Storm. This is the husband of somebody living situation. So maybe he's wondering too, will she take me back in? Will she want to live with me after all that's happened? Or maybe he's dealing with the storm where he's at. You know? Maybe the karmic relationship that he's trying to get out of, maybe that's the storm he's dealing with. And he's all in his, you know, regrets. Like, oh, I should have never came here. Or why did I make this choice? Look at this, 25 minutes. We ain't even got over to the other side. This is the last clarifier. Money, denarius, something that you value. So again, it's trying to weather the storm to gain back something that you value. Even if you got to be faced with that initially, you know, or fear of. Oh, sorry, here we go over here. How the universe wants them to think and feel. The lovers, spiritual, power, talent, journey, vulnerable. They're saying, open up, dude. Make the choice to be with your feminine and your spiritual path, your spiritual union, and what that symbolizes, you know. Use your talents to figure out a way how to express yourself so you can embark on your journey. You know, be open, be vulnerable. Speak up. We've been telling you every week. Get it out. Get the lead out. On power, we got La Reunion. This is coming together, reuniting, µ. This is moving forward in a positive way, or needing to move. You need to move in order to be with your feminine. That's what they say, figure out a way. What would the masculine like to see happen? Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So he'd like to get out of his stresses and experience some playfulness, especially with the feminine here. And we got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So we know the spiel on that, people. Living and learning. Trying to heal this family here. Trying to end things in the karmic situation as peacefully as we can. And we also have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So he's knowing he needs to get out of one situation to get to the feminine. And he's also needing to release the things that no longer serve him. And also to heal this, you know, it's again, not trying to blame other people or point fingers or what, everybody being accountable for their own stuff. He wants to express his love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So, and he might even want to release the feminine from the pain that she's in from the separation. Like, it's the releasing is to release everybody from this scandal. As spirit would probably throw out the card. And what the universe recommends for him is patience. I trust in divine timing. And to watch for the signs. I watch for, notice, and trust the signs that heaven continuously sends. And have enthusiasm. Whatever I am most passionate about is the direction I follow. So they want him to not be stressing so much, to have patience, continue to pay attention to the signs. Be vulnerable, open up so you can have your abundance here. Figure out a way to have your spiritual union. But be patient with yourself. Like, don't be all in the chaos, because you're kicking that out. And a whole bunch came out here for the feminine. What she's thinking and feeling. You got inspiration. Woman of the world. Bad news. Surprise. Clarity. Battle. Lesson. Happiness. Loss. and greed. So just a lot of cards. So either she's finding some inspiration within herself, you know, to try to be positive, to not be fearing the worst with the bad news, or she's gotten some information because you got surprise here in regards to possibly the third party. Woman of the world is someone at a distance. Masculine's been showing up as someone at a distance. So gaining clarity on that and no longer feeling stressed, because the lesson that was involved in all of this, the battle with that, is like wrapping up. It's the end of, you know, bad stuff. Happiness awaits. Greed. Maybe you get what you want. You getting what you desire. Battle, greed, loss. We'll clarify. So maybe this is in reference to a message she's gotten already. Inspiration. Inspiration. So speedy. Longing to be with someone who's at a distance. Maybe this is you fearing the worst. Wanting some clarity and happiness. Wanting the lessons to be learned. And the battles to end. And there be a loss of all the stuff here. Bad news, I got Donna Maritata. This is the married lady. So again, we were hearing before that maybe the masculine was involved with someone. Maybe it's again hearing that that's ending. Because this was on bad news. Bad news, you had conversation, and then after that comes the letter. So there's some information that comes in. Probably because, again, someone's letting you know that they're ending their situation, that they're wanting to be with you. So they've learned a lesson. Clarity. You got L'amante, it's a female lover. And bbLÄSSIİGS. So somebody's been distraught over not having the love of someone. Like maybe he's saying that he's been distraught and because he hasn't had your love. Or he's been distraught in that situation that he's telling you that he's getting out of. There's so many cards here, it's not enough room. On happiness, we got hope, Speranza. battle. We got Sacerdotè, which is healing, spiritual. Could be, again, like marriage. Then you got Mercante, which is the man at a distance. The merchant, someone who deals with contracts. Could be marriage contracts. That's the battle. That's ending. Like someone's ending a marriage to be with you. Or to have hope that the battle between the two of you can be healed. Because he's at a distance, he's thinking about you. The Sospiri. And the woman of the world, it's somebody, again, someone's at a distance or separated. And then you got Fortuna, things turning around for the better. And the lesson, you got Gran Signore. This is a man of high society, a man about town, a man who's kind of all about himself. Feeling depressed, Amalto, low morale. And then you got Emmanuel, which is strong bond, again, or marriage. So again, he could be expressing that he's learned a lesson. He should have never married somebody else for all the wrong reasons, and now he's depressed. And he's trying to get out of it. You know, or he's the lesson that was learned. If this isn't a third party situation, it's just him learning the lesson and feeling depressed about, you know, what he lost in this strong bond, this union. So this is like the information that's coming to you, which they've been saying that forever. I don't know when it's coming, people. I can't tell you. And how you should think, oh, there he is, hidden enemy. Always shows up. Mistake. Gain. Judgment. Home. Fair gray-haired man. The lady. I said, why the lady? They said the fool. I said, why the fool? They said the master. I was like, okay, Spirit. And I said, why the master? They said, peace. So, maybe they're saying, you know, for those of you in karmic situations, that hidden enemy is a mistake. And it's a gain that you drop that person. Or there's been forward movement, or there will be forward movement, a gain had in regards to the mistakes that were made in the past with the hidden enemy, because they've learned lessons. They got a wake-up call. You got judgment in regards to, you know, the home life, or you need to have a wake-up call, or a reconciliation here with the home life, with the fair gray-haired man, someone who's matured, or someone who is mature. And, you know, they want you to use your intuition, take a leap of faith, be the master. Maybe this is a spiritual master. I told you that's what they call me sometimes. It's so funny to call me the master. So there can be peace here. Let's see, what do I got in here? Anything? Peace. Peace. Got enough cards left? Still have to get my other deck. Peace, you got the Costanzas, to persevere. I'm telling you to persevere. The less cards you have, the harder it is to start shuffling. It's about feeling that. Let's see. Hidden enemy, we got falsita. Somebody was lying, hiding truths. We got dispiacere, being sad and despair. In regards to love. So it's the hidden enemy's mistake. There you go. It's the hidden enemy's mistake. But there's been a gain now because people have realized their mistakes. Judgment, you got Bambino, new beginnings, secrets being revealed, and people wanting to reunite and celebrate and be happy and joyous again. So that's the universe's spiel. And what would the feminine like to see happen? Well, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Because there's chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And the feminine is hoping that it's very soon because, like I said, a lot of them have already walked off. They're still trying to trust that this situation is calling for you to have faith. And what the universe's advice to her is, Mother. I open my heart to my mother's humanness and her divinity. Again, this is the universe asking us to be forgiving and compassionate like a mother would be. But again, there's a fine line on that, ladies. It don't mean enabling or being a doormat. You know, tough love is still love, but it makes sure that you have boundaries set up for yourself. And I said, I was like, why, Mother? All this forgiving and learning. They said, Jesus. I said, yes, of course. We have to be, what would Jesus do in this situation? I pray for Jesus' help and guidance. I pray, you know, so you got to pray for all of it. Whoever's available, please, yes, help. Angels, Jesus, universe, whoever. And then you got home. I trust and follow my divine guidance about my home. You got home up here that they were advising you about. So, again, with them telling you to have faith and have compassion and forgiving and learning. And focus on, you know, you got healing family issues here. It's like so that the home can come back together. You got the Ten of Pentacles. And also so you guys will find your way back to your original home. Ascending to the heavens above. And the universe's advice is to believe in miracles. I trust in God to know the perfect solution to this situation. He's the only one that knows because we're lost. We got the truth. I am lovingly honest with myself and others. Standing in one's truth. Speaking a truth. Masculine. And then we got blessings. Today I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God. Count your blessings. Don't lose opportunities. Miss out because you're not acknowledging your blessings. Or having gratefulness here. As I notice and appreciate my blessings, I open the door to more. Hey, it's almost midnight. I open the door to more of God's gifts. Being in gratitude. And then we got family here. So again, healing family issues, home up here, home over here. Didn't he get home? Or Kaza? Somewhere over here. It's about, you know, bringing the family back together. I pray for my family and give this situation over to God for answers, support, and healing. You notice there's a lot of spiritual guidance here, like ask us for help, pray to us, whatever. It's like because they know the magnitude of this situation. They're like, that it can affect one's health. That's why they're trying to say, be aware of this. My prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. You know, this is so the stresses can be relieved, the anxieties, the woes, the sadness, the all stinking thinking, all of this stuff, like trying to heal ourselves, healing the family. Speaking our truths, believing in miracles, blessings await, be enthusiastic, watch for the signs, pray to Jesus. Try to get, and remember, it's all about, you know, eventually finding your way back home to each other and to your true home. But the hidden enemy's coming. They've been saying that forever. I don't know. There's thousands of twin flames, so you know, maybe they're trickling in one at a time. We'll have to do 1,000 weeks of this before maybe they all finally find their way. We shall hope not. We should hope that all of a sudden these readings turn around and it's like joy, happiness, family, you know, marriages, babies, whatever it is that you're hoping for, successful ventures, businesses, you know. We want the messages to switch up. Not all this limbo jimbo. We're staying stuck. See, and that's the universe agreeing right there. That's the sign, people. On that note, I wish you love and light. I wish you well. I wish you happiness and joy and healing and love and luck. Because we all need it in this and all the areas of our lives. And thank you. And so, and also, you know, check the page for all the recent uploads, monthlies, weeklies, dailies. If you like a personal reading, the information is below. Also on the home page, there's a video there. And then in the description box, there's everything basically that's in the video. And you can send me an email through the About Me page on the business inquiries, and the PayPal link is there as well. So that way you can do everything from YouTube if you don't want to venture over to the website. But I hope you venture over there because I'd like to start posting more blog posts that I won't always, make video versions of. But I also wanted to maybe do some kind of either a weekly thing or a bi-weekly thing where we discuss certain topics, because I kind of want to get the blog talk radio kind of thing going. And I've got a couple of recommendations from you lovely people already as far as subject matter, things to discuss. I also see, you know, from your comments and stuff, things that inspire me to maybe want to touch on based on my knowledge of stuff, my own personal experience, because we're all kind of on the journey. And we look to others to help us who've maybe already been through that part of it. And I'd like it to feel very community-oriented. And it's like, it's not just, even though I have mostly women viewers, I don't want to leave out the masculines. But it's also, it's like not just about this journey. That's why I have my SHIJYE thing, which I'm trying to incorporate 2 sites together, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. But it's about your soul's journey, your individual soul's journey for both of you, and how that comes together. So I'd like to focus a lot on, you know, spiritual growth, empowerment for yourselves, you know, healing childhood things, like sharing whatever it is that I know. And again, having discussions, you know, whatever you guys recommend for topics. Hey, can we talk about this next week or that, whatever it is. And kind of you guys can share with each other. I also have the Facebook page. You know, you can do it on there too. I'll try to figure it all out. Maybe do like a live video thing so that way people can talk, you know, real time. But look forward to seeing that kind of stuff in the future on the channel. And again, because I'd like it to be, you know, sharing of wisdom, helping people on their journey, you know, as I'm learning myself. So whatever I learn, I share. Whatever I've been through, I share. You know, and again, I'd like for you guys to also do the same. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Leave comments. You know, build like a little community amongst yourselves. And, you know, submit in any ideas that you might have for topics that you might want to have discussed. And as I sign off, because I'm falling asleep, I wish you well, my lovelies. And until the next daily drama, take care.